Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our MISAD Bulletin, and we shall start with our headlines. 1 death, 20 injured in shooting New Jersey Arts Festival. Greece-Macedonia signed deal ending years-long name dispute. And moving on to our details, starting with Kabul. A suicide bomber struck in Afghanistan's eastern city of Jalalabad on Sunday, killing at least 14 people in the second attack in as many days, targeting Taliban fighters. The spokesman for the governor of Nangarhar province said another 45 people were wounded in the attack, which struck a crowd of people as they left the governor's compound. Meanwhile, Saturday's attack, which also took place in Jalalabad, killed at least 36 people and wounded 65, according to health officials. But no one has claimed the attacks. On the other side of the world, shooting broke out at an all-night art festival in Trenton, New Jersey, early Sunday, sending people stampeding from the scene and leaving one suspect dead and 20 people injured. A local prosecutor told the news conference on Sunday that 16 of the 20 injured were treated for gunshot wounds. 4 of those, including a 13-year-old boy, were in critical condition. He said the 2 suspects opened fire during the Art All-Night Festival that showcases local art, music and food, adding that one of the suspects, a 33-year-old man, was killed. Moreover, authorities said about 1,000 people were in the area when the shooting started. In Moscow, the suspect in a taxi crashed near Red Square that injured 2 Mexican World Cup fans and 6 other pedestrians told interrogators that he fell asleep at the wheel. City police released a video on Sunday of an interrogation session with a man identified as a Kyrgyz taxi driver, in which he says he hadn't slept in 20 hours and wasn't drunk, and ran away after the accident because he was afraid that angry bystanders would kill him. It's worth mentioning that the accident took place on Ilinka Street, about 200 meters from Red Square and Moscow's famous gum shopping arcade. On to France. French media are reporting that a woman has hurt 2 people with a box cutter at a supermarket in southern France. Europe 1 Radio quotes the prosecutor of Toulon as saying that a customer in the store in La Sienne-sur-Mer was injured in the chest in the Sunday morning attack and hospitalized. It added that a woman at the market's cash register was hurt too, but less seriously. Moreover, the radio station says Toulon prosecutor Bernard Marchal said the attacker has been detained. On to Greek-Macedonia relations. Greece and Macedonia have signed a deal that, if ratified, will resolve a decades-old dispute concerning Macedonia's name. Under the agreement, Greece's northern neighbor will be renamed North Macedonia, a move the 2 countries' leaders said would be the beginning of closer, friendly relations and an example to all Balkan nations. The deal will also allow Macedonia to try to join NATO and the European Union. The 2 countries' prime ministers, Greece's Alexis Tsipras and Macedonia's Zoran Zaev, attended the signing of the deal on Sunday by the 2 countries' foreign ministers. And moving on to the migration profile, ships in the Aquarius aid convoy docked on Sunday at the Spanish port of Valencia, ending a week-long ordeal for hundreds of people who were rescued from the perilous Mediterranean. The Italian Coast Guard vessel Dattilo was the first of the 3 boats bearing the 630 migrants to touch land just before 7 a.m. on Sunday. The 270 migrants on board soon began to disembark after medical staff had made a preliminary inspection. The rescue ship Aquarius came in 4 hours later with another 106 migrants, while another Italian Navy ship, the Orion, came in shortly after 1 p.m. In relation to the context, Italy's interior minister says he hopes Spain accepts 66,629 more migrants. Speaking at a political rally, Matteo Salvini thanked Spain on Sunday for welcoming 629 migrants who were rescued in the Mediterranean Sea on June 9th, adding he wishes the country would take in 66,629 more. Salvini also said that if France, Malta, Portugal and other European countries also receive migrants rescued from smugglers' boats, we will be happier. This comes after Spain offered safe harbor last week to a private aid ship that was carrying the rescued passengers after both Malta and Italy refused the Aquarius permission to dock. And finally, Pope Francis says he hopes governments can reach agreements that assure protection for those forced to flee homelands. The Pope said in St. Peter's Square on Sunday that such accords should aim for safe migration. The Pontiff expressed hopes the government's intent on reaching a world pact on refugees this year can reach an agreement to assure with responsibility and humanity assistance and protection for those forced to leave their lands due to conflict and persecution. He also said all people are called upon to value refugees' contributions so that they can be better fit into the communities that receive them. And before ending our news, let's take another look at the most important headlines for today. 1 death, 20 injured in shooting New Jersey Arts Festival. Greece-Macedonia signed deal ending years-long name dispute. And we reached the end of our Missal Bulletin for today. Thank you for joining us and see you tomorrow in a new bulletin.